1-1 draw to the game against Southport. Do you think it was a fair result in the end?
Unfortunately, yeah, it probably was. I don't really want to be standing here, talking about deserving a draw at home, but it happens sometimes. It was an untidy game, really untidy game. We started off, and I've got no complaints about their goal. Their goal was superb strike. It really was. Unbelievably good technique. Moved all over the place, and that happens sometimes. Sometimes you hold your hand up and just say that was a great strike. But after that, we reacted okay. I thought we played some decent stuff. Certainly through the middle, I thought Greeny and Bondi and Morks broke the lines quite well. But sort of second half was sort of far too open. It's like a kids game in the park. It was you attack, we attack, we attack, and everybody goes and empties the midfield, and then they're breaking on us. And there was there was some really bad decisions made from the lads in the second half. Just bad football decisions. I think we need to realise if it's going to be one of those days, we need to be really solid. We can't all go gung ho. And trust that we can get something on the break. But it was just one of those days. It wasn't us at our best by any stretch of the imagination. We know that.
Yeah, do you think Burrow being out today that maybe changed the way the team plays slightly?
Well, it did a little bit to the point of where Kieran Green seemed to be going a lot higher to try and win some flick-ons, which he doesn't really need to do. He's very good at it, but he should be backing up play. And when he goes, and then they got two strikers trying to gamble off him, then you've got three players beyond the ball playing against a midfield diamond, you're going to be outnumbered if they win the headers, and they won a few headers and straight back onto us, and we were broke on. But we should see that. No matter how much we scream from the sidelines, the lads need to. It's difficult to get the information on in the middle of a game, and the lads need to understand that themselves, and they need to work it out for themselves. And we didn't do that well enough today, but we got away with it because we didn't concede second half.
Yeah, on the other hand, is it positive to see Alex Kempster still scoring?
It is, yeah. I mean, as I say, it won't be his best goal of the season, but he was alive to it. He was the only one that was alive to it, and he tucked it away nicely. But we didn't work their goal anywhere near as much as we have done in previous games with other teams. And in fairness to them, they came at us. They played a positive system. They played forward midfield. We should have had our outlet should have been the two wing backs. We didn't really impose ourselves the way they have done in other games. But as I said, we understand that. Nobody's kidding ourselves. We're not thinking we played brilliantly today and we were hard done by. It might end up being a decent point again.
Yeah. So we haven't actually conceded a goal in the second half, I've been told. Is that testament to the fitness or just a tight defence?
I just think they take a bit of pride in the defensive work. They're good defenders. They know their jobs. And even on set pieces, which is the big part of their game, we didn't concede. The goal we conceded was a wonderful strike from them.
And a few frustrations from the crowd. How are you and the management team kind of dealing with that?
I can't understand it. I really can't. I heard somebody shout shambles at the end, and we're hoping to get promoted this season. We're trying our best to get promoted this season. We're sitting in a point off the top. I'm not sure we deserve a shambles, but that's up to them. I can't do anything about that.
And a week off now as well. Do you think that'll do the team a bit good?
Yeah, I mean, we were running a little bit short of bodies, which is strange, but we've been really unlucky. We had 5 injuries today. Burrow was injured and King again, and then the 3 lads who have been injured for a little while. And we only able to name 3 subs. Now I can do something about that this week. We've also lost Bond to 5 bookings for a suspension. So, and I can do something about it, but it has to be right. I'm not just going to bring people in for the sake of it. I've got some funding left over to do something in the transfer market if I need to, in the loan market. But I'm going to make sure it's right. I'm not just going to bring people in for the sake of it. They have to be the right people. They have to fit into our group, the way we work, and they need to be good enough. And as I say, I'll have a look at that this week. I've already had a look the last 2 or 3 weeks, but as I say, they need to be right.
Is there also the scope to bring a few youth players around on Jepson King on the bench today?
Yeah, it's good for Charlie. He's done great. He's done great when he's trained with us. He's been trained with us all pre-season, and he's done very well. We found out about Burrow really late, to be honest with you. Otherwise, you may have had another lad might have been able to have a chance. Something like Chiari Ventura might have had a chance today. Reece Harrison. So yeah, and that's why that's that's why the lads have been training with us, integrating with us, so that they will be ready when the time comes and they get the call.